You wanna see my boys? So if you are still here watching the video, it's probably because you've heard me talking a lot about a game. I've talked a lot about lately League of Legends Wild Rift. I'm just doing this little outro kinda just to explain to you who I am, because a lot of people will be like, who the f are you, man? You're talking a lot about Wild Rift and League of Legends, but who are you, man? What do you know about esport and competitive gaming? I'm a professional from League of Legends PC version since 2015. I've been silver at least 2 times in my career. Who the hell are you, little Mobile Legend player mother? Alright, so I'm just going to explain to you what I've done since I started gaming a long time ago. I'm a 30-year-old boomer. I've been playing games for a long time online. By the way, guys, if you don't want to listen to me telling me about my life, you should stop watching the video here. I'm just saying, because it's gonna be a bit confusing. A lot of information. I'm just gonna go through everything I've done in gaming. You can call me kind of a serial gamer. I don't know if it has a name. Just a nerd, a geek, a guy who turned into a simp, coming from the PC master race to playing mobile games on his little iPad and streaming it. Who knows, right? So I started in 2001, 2000, I don't know exactly. I think I was 11 years old, so it was 19 years ago. So I did the math, 2001. And I was playing 1.5 thanks to my brother, who had a nice PC bought by my dad, and had the idea of bringing his little brothers to offline events. Back then in France, we were hosting some offline events in gyms. Yes, we were going to high school gyms and just bringing 50 to 100 people, a huge group of friends, and playing all the weekend without having access to online or anything as such. We are just playing on LAN. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, you will never know what I'm talking about, because that was one kind of a thing and that was happening only back then. So I was playing 1.5 and I was already doing quite good while being super young. Then I got internet around 2002, 2003, something like this. And I was playing, I think, I'm not sure exactly the timeline, but I think I was playing Warcraft 3. That was the first game online I played. Warcraft 3, the Frozen Throne. So I don't know exactly if that was the first or Counter-Strike Source was the first. I'm not sure. No, World of Warcraft was the first, my bad. Warcraft 3 of this, and I got to level 35. If you guys remember, if you've not played Warcraft 3 The Frozen Throne, it's hard for you to kind of relate to it, but I got to level 35 random team, because I loved playing random teams back then. I would play, I remember Orc. I was a main Orc player. I had a lot of fun. That was kind of my first dive into online competitive games, because I got into it so much. I would watch stuff, I would watch other players play. Then I played World of Warcraft, played a lot of WoW, man. Played a lot of WoW. I achieved Gladiator rank. I think the first season I played, I don't know if it was PvP season 1, Arena season 1 or 2. I can't remember. I know I got to Gladiator. I'm this kind of guy who plays the game, reach the high ranks, and then stops. If you are like me, shout out to you guys. You understand how we think. It's kind of weird, I know. I later went on playing Progress, so PvE, not PvP, with a couple of top French guilds, and achieved a few decently ranked world Progress. And I think I was pretty much playing Mage, man. I was playing Mage. I don't know exactly the year, but I know I was doing a lot of 99th percentile on my Mage. I was kind of wound up. If you don't know what 99 percentile is on Warcraft logs, but I'm sorry I've lost you there. But that's kind of hard to achieve, let's be honest. That's a lot of practice. Then I moved on to other things. This is a bit mixed, but I played Counter-Strike Source pretty much when it got released. I'm not sure the date, I think 2005, 2006. And oh my god, that was the game I think I played the most. I played probably well over 10,000 hours, and that's the game I was bleeding out. Like, I don't know, it's a French expression, just saying it. I was destroying the game. I was playing from morning to nighttime. I wasn't going to school. I didn't give a shit. My mom was like completely shattered. I'm sorry about it, but that's how kids are, I guess. And that's when I really got into competitive gaming. I met a lot of insane people that went on becoming legends in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and even in Source back then. Smith, Shox, Apex, Existence, Happy, NBK, and other people that I forgot. I met those guys over the years. I had a great time. I had a lot of bad times as well, but this was the best, man. If you guys remember MIRC or IRC, I don't know how you say it in English, where you go on CSGO, CS Source Prax, stuff like this, and you're like 5-on-5 server on high++ killed right now, motherfucker. If you're not high plus plus, you get the hell out of the server right now. And we would, yeah, we were kids, man. We were just inviting people. We were playing like 5 rounds. If it was 5-0, we'd kill them out because they were too shit. I also played a game called StarCraft 2 and went, obviously, Counter-Strike Source didn't have a, no, it didn't have a ranking system, it's after. But on StarCraft 2, there was a ranking system and I reached the Master rank, which was the highest. Oh no, there was Grandmaster. There was Grandmaster. I reached Master, but Grandmaster is like big brain boys, and I didn't feel like the game was interesting to me enough for me to try hard to get to Grandmaster, so I just stopped at Master. I played a few months and just left the game, man. That's how it was. I love the game, but it wasn't my kind of game. RTS have never been really my thing. FPS was. So then CSGO. A bit later, CSGO, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. You guys all heard of it, obviously. Another game that I spent thousands and thousands of hours. Straight up, I got to Global Elite straight up. Like, when you came from CS Source and you had played like for freaking 10 years of Counter-Strike, even more, because I started on 1.5 and older version even. It was so easy. So I got my Global Elite, started to play with teams again, which I did on Source, did a few offline events, won some, lost some, obviously you can't win them all. I wasn't like doing crazily good, but I had a lot of fun, and I feel like it kind of trained my esports spirit and mindset. The teams I had on CSGO, some of them were with ex-pros of CS Source and ex-world champions, ex-big shots at the game, so it really helped me a lot. I think I got to face it level 10 as well, which is a big achievement. If you guys have been playing CSGO, it was and it is still a big achievement. It's super hard to get. I left CSGO like 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I don't know. I play it sometimes, like once a year, just to have some nice memories and put some headshots. But yeah, I played another game that will, I think, surprise a lot of people. It's called Command & Conquer Tiberium Alliances, and I don't think you guys will think of the same game as me. This was a browser game, okay? This was not Command & Conquer RTS game, the strategy in real-time game that you guys know. It's similar to Travian. If you guys have heard of Travian, it's really similar. I was playing on the 3rd server in France and leading an alliance called Les Roux, which is the Gingers. The Gingers, basically. Don't ask me why. I was kind of young still. I was around 19, I think. And I was just like, what kind of name could I take, despite being the first player on the leaderboard on a server of 100,000 people, because I was the first and I was destroying everyone, so it was really easy for me to gather the best players. I had an alliance of 100 members, that was the maximum you could get in the game, and I would manage those guys like a freaking dictator, man. I would manage them like a dictator because everyone would be connected between 6 to 12 hours a day, and having 100 members was so complicated. There was so many spying shit, so many crybabies being like, this guy took my base, can we do something, boss? And that was so hard to manage because my only purpose was to be the best in France. And despite being on a server that started way after other servers in Europe, we finished first alliance in France and third in Europe. And I was so happy to achieving this. There was a lot of people on this game that were spending a lot of money though, because it was kind of pay to win. And I had big spenders in my team, but I was still the first without paying. And that was for me the biggest achievement, because I found some way of cheating on the meta, and that kind of broke the game. And before everyone just implementing the strategy, I would always come with new strategies that no one's seen and would use them for my team. I would tell to the members, don't share those strategies with anyone, let's use it until we win, and then if you want to spread any information, just go for it. And that was super complicated. For me, the game that trained me the most at leading or being a captain or coaching or whatever, because this was like a school for managers, I swear. Managing people that are 40 years old, 50 years old when you're like 19, 20. And I was back then in university, so I was like doing some business school. It was a funny mix, okay? But it formed me a lot. I also went after this game, after I was done with it, because that's what I do. I just use the game, go to the highest rank and get the hell out. I went on to Heroes of the Storm. I played a bit of League of Legends in 2009. I didn't like it. It was not my kind of game. I don't know. That was the first game I was like, nah, it's not my thing. The community, So I went on Heroes of the Storm. I was like, okay, let's try another MOBA. And actually grinded with a guy I met on the Command & Conquer game. Had a lot of fun. It was really good fun with a friend with him. So we grinded together. And I ended up I think the season 1 when the real ranking was released, because there was an extended alpha and beta version that lasted for a very long time. I got to peak at top 300 in Europe. I was Grandmaster. I think my MMR was around 3,400, 3,500. So if you guys remember Heroes of the Storm, the MMR website, I forgot the name of it, but you could check your MMR. So that gives you a good background to what I'm saying. And then later on, after all those games, I started streaming on a game called Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you are OGs. If you have known me when I was streaming this, because that was the first game I was streaming, that was the first game on mobile I was playing. I don't know why I got onto this game, but I switched from PC to this. I had a lot of fun on Twitch. I gathered like 50 to 100 viewers on my best streams. I was super happy. And then a few months after, Mobile Legends got released. In 2016 October, I started playing Mobile Legends. I kind of stopped with the Dokkan Battle stuff, and I was like, okay, let's switch this streaming thing from French to English and start streaming Mobile Legends with all the experience I have in gaming, and especially in Heroes of the Storm, where I was quite good at. I really dominated the first few seasons with my teams. I had like the best practices and the key to success in my mind. So I just went full on, did the English community thing, started on Twitch again, then switched to YouTube, grew my YouTube channel, started doing content videos that you guys are seeing now, and a lot of things happened, man. In the last 4 years, they have been really insane years. A lot of shit related to gaming has happened for me. Amazing stuff, bad stuff, everything, man. Attended MSC 2017, the All-Star MSC thing in Jakarta. We were just as VIP with iFlex, Doggy, as Dave. Forget someone. There was Warpath as well, but he wasn't a VIP. He was just coming. And there was no Blue Panda. Come on, Tobias, man. What the f***? Where are you, Blue Panda? Where's Blue Panda, man? If you guys remember. It was really fun. Gave me this willingness of doing something more than just playing the game and doing content. I really wanted to compete. Didn't get the opportunity to do it because Moontoon are amazing developers, and they were like, okay, let's do esport only for Southeast Asia and forget about North America, Europe, South America, CIS, North Africa. Let's forget about everyone that actually make most of our revenue and just focus on the locals. All right, so didn't do anything on Mobile Legends back then. Went on Arena of Valor that released in Europe, got kind of drafted by Tencent. They were like, hey, okay, we're gonna give you tournaments for Europeans, so come do content for us. I was like, okay. Went for a few months on Arena Valor. I didn't reach Conqueror. I reached the one under, I think Master, because I was too lazy to play to be top 50 in Europe. And I was like, f this, man. Okay, Flex, go get it. Go get it for us. Get it for the team. Yeah, because I did the team with iFlex. I did the team with, we had Doggy, we had Unique, and we had a fifth guy. I forgot who it is. Sorry, guy. But after that, or before that, yeah, after that. Anyway, in 2017, and I took a bit of my time to kind of lead the French team to win it, okay? Because the French team was doing pretty average, and I felt like if I could draft a young, skilled team and reform it and coach it for a couple of months, we could win it. So that's what I did. I got friend with the guy who owned the structure. We brought the roster over. I coached them. I changed pretty much everyone's roles in the team because they had different personalities that did not match at all their roles. And there was one guy, for example, that was super toxic. Had to kick the guy out because he was bringing the team down like crazy. Completely reformed this, trained them, coached them as much as I could for like 2 months. Then we went to the playoff in DreamHack Winter 2017 and completely destroyed everyone else in Europe. We won 3-0, 3-0, 3-0 in the playoff and won, I think it was 50,000 euro. Was it 50,000 or 40,000 euros split between everyone? And this little roster of French guys ended up being drafted by Vitality. If you guys heard of Vitality, it's a small esports structure from France. So that was cool. Then I went back to Mobile Legends. Then 2018, early 2018, got partner on Facebook for being a streamer, especially on Mobile Legends. Went into summer 2018 with Doggy, Akosi Doggy in the Philippines to build and co-sponsor, co-create, co-coach, whatever you want to name it, I don't care. Aether Esport, we had 2 rosters. The first one, Aether Main, who went on becoming Brain Esport, who won the MPL Season 1 Philippines, who won the MSC Season 1 SEA. and also Ether Valkyrie, who did a very good job at being top 5 in APL Season 1 Philippines. So two very decent team that me and Doggy kind of boosted up, and you have people in those teams that you probably heard about: Kenji, LJ, you have Coco, Rebo, Yuji, just small players, right? Pain, small guys, you know, they are not really LeBron, little players, right? No one knows about them in the Philippines. They just all have about 1 million followers each. But yeah, and back then they had nothing, by the way. Shout out to you guys if you remember me. All right, then in 2019, I joined EVOS Indonesia, more like being contacted by them to handle their roster on Mobile Legends. I just went there for 3 months. I mean, you all know the story if you guys follow me for a long time. Joined them in season 3. They became later on world reigning champions. I mean, yeah, they are world reigning champions. They have just one MPL Indonesia victory. They have an MSC victory, I believe, today. At least they have the M1 victory, which is the world championship. So pretty much pretty decent team. And then I went back to Croatia, where I actually live, and I'm doing my thing on Facebook. I'm streaming. I'm having fun doing videos for you guys, and now I'm like, okay, it's been 4 years on Mobile Legends. It's been pretty much the highest time I've dedicated only to the same game. Maybe it's time to change. League of Legends Wild Rift is being developed. Developers are doing a very good job. I'm really interested in having a bit of experience on this game, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll switch to it entirely. I have no clue. Yeah, something I forgot. I also played a bit of Valorant because people were like, man, you didn't play Counter-Strike, you liar. I got to play a bit of Valorant. In solo queue, I got to Immortal, which is it's a bit better than Gold, Platinum, Diamond, and then you have Immortal, which is the pre-last rank before Valorant, the highest rank, which is the equivalent of Challenger and Master, basically, on League of Legends. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is my small benefit to the whole gaming thing, and that's what I did. And the fun fact about it is that if people like me or don't like me, people can call me any names they want, but the facts of the things I've done in my life are only mine, and no one can dispute them, and I couldn't care less about people having an opinion on it. So yes, I am educated enough to give my opinion on games, on League of Legends, Wild Rift, or any games I want to give my opinion about, because I think I've been around long enough to do it. All right, that was your boy Gemik. Hope you guys didn't mind too much this long ass introduction. I'll see you later, my boys. If you have watched until now, I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I'm sorry if I sounded a bit arrogant. I don't like talking about my life. This is why in 4 years I've never talked about this, and you probably don't know anything about it. But if you have been watching until this moment, I love you so much, and thank you for helping me being who I am today. Anyway, I'm one of those guys who always explain that I feel close to my community, even though I'm like 500,000 followers big across social media. I don't care, it's not the numbers that matter to me. I'm always trying to react to your comment or give you my opinion on something when you ask to. So thank you so much for making me going forward all the time and just being there supporting me. That means the world to me in the bad and in the good moments. It's really nice to have you guys, and let's see what the future holds for us. I'm out. That was your boy Gemik. Peace.